In recent years, many video essays, timeline videos, and even theory videos have been made regarding Five Nights at Freddy's. While the first half of the story may be known to most people, Purple Guy murders the children, the kids possess the animatronics kill Purple Guy, and he comes back as a furry corpse. Some of the more recent games, books, and even movies can be very confusing. I'm not here to answer every question regarding the series, otherwise this video could end up being 8 hours or more. But I would like to make a cohesive timeline explaining the story of Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted to Ruin in order. Disclaimer: while this video contains factual information from the games, this is my interpretation of how the timeline goes. If you disagree with my opinions, you are welcome to state them in the comments below. Also, please respect everyone's opinions, even if you disagree with someone else. Now, let us begin.
The darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, old friend.
In 2025, Fazbear Entertainment had gone bankrupt. The company, led by an unknown person, decided to hire another company called Silver Parasol Games to revive the franchise by making a VR game. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is based on the horror elements of Fazbear Entertainment's past, which were in the mind of a rogue indie game developer. Because of the length of time in developing the game, the company decided to scan the chips in from the old pizzeria that burned down years ago. However, while doing this, the company didn't realize they scanned a virus into the game. That virus was called Glitchtrap. One of the first testers of Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is Jeremy from Silver Parasol Games. Through the hidden tapes you can collect in the game, it is determined Jeremy encountered Glitchtrap plenty of times. Whether it be through Glitchtrap's control or Jeremy fighting to stop Glitchtrap from controlling him, Jeremy chops off his face with a paper slicer. Tape Girl then takes over on testing and tries to stop the virus by cutting the files into smaller files and spreading them throughout the game to compartmentalize Glitchtrap. While it may seem like the virus is gone, Glitchtrap never died. Tape Girl falls under Glitchtrap's control and tricks players into collecting the tapes. This also confirms who the player is in the game, and that is Vanessa. This then shifts to the AR game and the therapy tapes from Security Breach. Through the many emails sent in Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery, FNAF AR for short, the player learns that Vanessa battles for control of her mind, but eventually succumbs to Glitchtrap's control. In this game, it is also learned that Fazbear Entertainment did scan the circuit boards into the AR game. However, this game's virus is its own thing. Not only through the emails can the lore be understood, but in the therapy tapes found around the Pizzaplex and Security Breach, it is clear Vanessa is being manipulated.
But a routine check of your online history has revealed that you've spent quite a bit of time with someone in an encrypted conversation.
In these therapy sessions, there are two patients, 46 and 71, whom I believe are actually the same person, and that is Vanessa. In these tapes, Vanessa goes from an innocent, naive young woman to a fully possessed follower of Glitchtrap.
I like to sit outside and read. I can't talk about this. He said he would always be watching. I'm needed somewhere else now.
While some may argue that the other patient is a Charlie robot from the books, or that Gregory is an expert hacker, I believe it to be Glitchtrap's control over Vanessa. Vanessa then spreads the virus across the entire Pizzaplex. One more important detail to add is, in the tapes and emails, Vanessa is making a bunny costume with white fur, which is really Vanny, her alter ego.
It looks like you were shopping for a costume. Purchase some fake fur material. What are you gonna make? Did you say the costume is a secret? Why is that?
When the DLC is beat for FNAF VR, called Curse of Dreadbear, the players learn, beginning with the VR game until now, before the Pizzaplex had opened, Vanessa had been working on the bunny costume after beating the Corn Maze minigame, explaining where this game comes in the timeline chronologically. Before Vanessa can spread the virus, Fazbear Entertainment decides to build a huge mall above the old pizzeria previously mentioned, where all the dead and dormant robots lay, called the Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. These are the same robots whose circuit boards were scanned into the VR and AR games. Once the mall has been built and the virus spreads, players now play as a new protagonist called Gregory. Gregory is a kid who is lost in the Pizzaplex, trying to escape, and uncovers the secrets of Fazbear Entertainment. Throughout the mall, duffel bags are found containing information regarding the absence of human staff, the Balloon Boy World arcade game going haywire, and explaining how Glamrock Bonnie went missing. But the most important one is about a sinkhole under the raceway. Once Gregory survives all 6 hours and decides to find out where the sinkhole under the raceway leads, he learns Burntrap, the remains of Scraptrap from the old pizzeria, are still alive and out for vengeance. After Gregory kills Burntrap, Burntrap dies, the Pizzaplex crumbles, killing Vanessa, and Gregory escapes. It all ends. Despite that being the case, it ends up not so. When the game was released, there were 6 different endings. Each ending was hand-drawn by Gregory, presumably to show his imagination of what could have happened in the story. This left the community confused because no one knew which ending was canon to the lore of the game. The ending with Burntrap described above is one of them, but which one was real? After the success of the first VR game, Fazbear Entertainment decided to make a sequel to Help Wanted, calling it Help Wanted 2. The player role is of a Fazbear technician repairing animatronics, serving food, and doing first aid. The protagonist of this game wasn't too hard to figure out, as this person was someone related to Fazbear Entertainment in some way. This person was Jeremy. Not the Jeremy from Silver Parasol Games, but a different one. While not confirmed, it is heavily implied that the Jeremy you play as in Help Wanted 2 is also Michael Afton's friend, who is the bully from FNAF 4 and the older brother of Evan Afton, the bite victim. Jeremy also had a daughter named Cassie, who will be discussed in the next section. Players know they are Jeremy in this game because of certain bits of dialogue received from the animatronics. In each voice line, the animatronics explain how Jeremy is an adult and a Fazbear technician. Lines such as,
"What makes you so special?"
and,
"Now, you look like you got kids. Win a prize for the little one."
confirm adult status in some regard, plus someone special enough to work for Fazbear Entertainment. One specific quote is,
"Use the key to confront the darkness."
And while it is being said, players are given a Faz wrench that an adult technician would use, but not a child. One specific line from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin, which is covered in the next section, is from Cassie, who says,
"A Faz wrench? It's just like my dad's."
This not only confirms who her dad is, but even clarifies where this game is located in the timeline. Upon beating the games, 2 endings can explain the story up to this point. In the first one, Jeremy releases Glitchtrap from its resting place while simultaneously merging into a staff bot called the Mask Bot. Jeremy ultimately kills himself and gives his daughter Cassie a Vanny mask. The second one involves the player merging into an arcade game called Princess Quest and seeing Vanessa/Vanny squish Glitchtrap once and for all, ending the virus for good. In this section, all loose ends are tied up, and previous unanswered questions are answered, completing the timeline as a whole. While Fazbear Entertainment's success lasted a while, it unfortunately died off. Eventually, the mall shut down and fell into a state of ruin. This is where Cassie, the new protagonist of the story, starts her adventure. After a few months of her father Jeremy going missing, she gets a message from Gregory to go back to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. However, when she can't find him at the entrance, she ventures further in. This leads her to a Roxy Talkie and a disturbed but alive Gregory in the sinkhole at Roxy Racers. As Gregory leads her further into the Pizzaplex, Cassie finds a mask bot, which gives her a mask, but the robot shuts off. Cassie puts the mask on, chipping herself, but also allowing her to see the Pizzaplex through augmented reality, or AR for short. If the mask is left on too long, sometimes a purple glitchy rabbit may appear who is supposedly glitch trapped. Through the journey, Gregory instructs Cassie to turn off all the security nodes, which frees Gregory. Toward the end of the game, of the 6 endings in Security Breach Gregory had drawn, the Princess Quest ending is canon, meaning that Burn Trap wasn't real. This is true because each picture Cassie collects in Ruin shows all the previous pictures from Security Breach Gregory drew, except for the Princess Quest ending, confirming that this is the canon ending. To further back this point up in Ruin, Cassie falls down a vent and ends up in Vanessa's hideout from Security Breach in Blast, where an arcade machine is. When putting on the Vanny mask, a golden sword is sticking through it, meaning Glitch Trap has been defeated and Vanessa freed from the virus. This also explains how Gregory, Vanessa, and Glamrock Freddy's head leave the mall and end up on the hill in the Security Breach 3-star ending, and why Glamrock Freddy is headless in Ruin. During the last chapter of the game, Cassie goes down past the sinkhole under the raceway and falls into a cave system where she comes across a boarded up concrete wall, a forklift, and a machine called Mixes. After turning Mixes on, the purple rabbit previously mentioned comes out of the machine but can't escape, leaving it trapped in the machine. It turns out Mixes was trying to prevent Cassie from turning on the security nodes and was good the whole time. Going back to the 3-star ending, Gregory and Vanessa return to the Pizzaplex to close off a concrete wall before Cassie returns to the Pizzaplex at the beginning of Security Breach Ruin. This is even further proven when Cassie stumbles upon a bag in the concrete wall room with Gregory's name on it. Then, after powering up the forklift, Cassie opens the concrete wall to find not Gregory, but a mimic.
I'm Gregory. You're not Gregory. What are you?
I'm Gregory.
A robot that has been mimicking Gregory's voice the whole time and has been trapped in there for years and now lured Cassie to her doom. At the last minute, Cassie is saved by Roxanne Wolf.
Cassie, get out of here! Run!
Cassie then proceeds to be chased further into the cave by the mimic while being contacted by the real Gregory, who is giving her directions to escape. After she reaches the elevator and the door shuts, the mimic's hand reaches in, and after a brief moment with Gregory, the mimic cuts the elevator and Cassie falls even further down. A last-minute call from Roxanne Wolf to Cassie leaves players on a cliffhanger until the next game.
Cassie.
Thanks everyone so much for watching. This video's conceptualization started when I wanted to begin making a FNAF theory video, which eventually turned into a timeline video. Lots of research went into making this, so if you could consider subscribing for more content just like this video, please do. I don't know how many times I wanted to use the books from the series to make this video, but I didn't, as they were just too complicated to explain a cohesive timeline. Don't get me wrong, I love the FNAF books, however sometimes they can stray a little too far off course. Anyway, the FNAF Movie 2 comes out next December, and the first week of August will be filled with FNAF content to celebrate FNAF's 10th anniversary, so get hyped for that. With that being said, that's going to be today's video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!